Okay, so we're going to be going over frame holds and creating text that's very easy to read. Okay, so I have my text here, so notice a couple things before we get started. I am in the editing workspace, so to make your workspace match mine, I also have my safety lines on, my safety margins, okay? You can right click and go to safety margins. You can also add that button to your player by hitting the plus sign. This is the button right here. You can hover your mouse over these buttons to see what they do. There's a lot of various interesting features here, but safety margins, I'm gonna drag it down here. Let it go, hit OK. Now I got a little button there, on, off, okay? So the short story there is that you're gonna wanna keep your text inside the inside line whenever possible. Inside line is title safe, outside line is action safe, okay? So your important action should happen inside the outside line. Your important text should happen inside the title safe line, okay? So here, look at the effect we're gonna be working on today. I'm doing a video about someone tying their shoes. Check it out. I have the audio muted. It's gonna play. Person's gonna reach down and tie their shoes, and then it pauses, and up comes text showing what the person's doing with a frame hold that pauses the frame. Okay, and I'm gonna need to make sure this is long enough to read and clear enough and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go over how that's all created and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a new sequence with this piece of video. So I have a new piece of video. I'll go ahead and make it. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute the audio. I'm not gonna use the audio for this this video, although I did record it with audio just to be careful. Let's check it out. So we got a little dead space at the beginning. Person grabs their, right there is our first step. I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put a cut here with my, hit the letter C for my razor blade tool, make a cut. V for my selection tool, come back here, move this over just a tad. Now I'm gonna roll this cursor back. It can't be right in the last frame, but roll it back just a little bit at a good pause spot right there. Right click, I'm gonna go down and go to add frame hold. Boom, okay? Now it creates a cut and pauses the frame indefinitely for however long I want it, okay? So this becomes the clip now. Now I gotta add some text, okay? So the step is pull the laces apart and pull taut. So I'm gonna go to my text tool right here and type the text I want to add. So pull each lace apart and hold taut. That's the first step. Okay, now, oops, I already have a nice color, easy to read, but let me show you how to do that. A lot of people, when you start your text, it might look a whole lot more like this, okay, which can be hard to read, okay? I'm gonna let you be creative and decide how you can make this easy to read, but I think adding a stroke of black, meaning it's the outside of the text has a line, a black line in this case, and I'm gonna make my fill color something really easy to read, right? Remember, this is a how-to video. If the text isn't easy to read, or if the information isn't easily conveyed, it kind of destroys the purpose of the video. Here we go. Yellow is a great choice, okay? For my people who know second languages, you see closed captions are often subtitles are often in yellow. There's a reason for that. It stands out, okay? I'm gonna also make sure my text is inside the safe line, okay? Which it is here. Now, lastly, I'm gonna make sure it's long enough for me to read, right? Because if you do something like this, check it out. This is useless. Watch. You watch it, pull lace apart. I didn't have time to read that. One more time. Let's see. Pull lace apart and hold to. No. You need to have time to read it 1.5 times. If you can't read it on screen 1.5 times, it's not up long enough, okay? So here's a good way to test that out. I know what it says. Pull lace apart and hold taut. Check this out. I play. Pull lace apart and hold taut. Pull lace apart. I said it out loud about 1.5 times. That's how I know how long it needs to be. So now I'm gonna take my text and frame hold and bring it back out here. Let's check it out now. So we get to the point here. Pull lace apart and hold taut, and then it continues looking like magic, right? Great. you can get fancy here too. You can highlight this, and I can add a transition. How do I add a standard transition? You remember? Yes, Command D. Hit Command D. Magically, I get a little fade there. That's optional. I can do it to my text too. Command D. See how these transitions are not lined up? It might be a little awkward. So that's up to you how you want to line that up. I'm gonna try to line that up. Let's see how this looks. I like that. That feels groovy. Okay, so now I'm continuing. So you twist the lace around. There, that's a good spot for another frame hold. I'm gonna hit cut. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna go V for my selection tool, roll this out of the way just a touch. I'm gonna roll this back a frame or two with my arrow keys. Zoom in with my plus key. I'm gonna right click, and I'm gonna go add frame hold. Okay, beautiful, another frame hold. I'm gonna roll this out. So what's our step here? Let's look back here and check it out again. So we're twisting the lace over one another and again pulling taut. So how I want to communicate that in a real concise way. So I'm just gonna say it. So pull one lace over the other and pull taut. Obviously, check it out. Our text is going off the screen. We need to fix that. Okay. Use proper grammar. Okay, or not proper grammar, but proper graphic design. You might be tempted just to do that, and you have one word hanging down. But you know what? It might make a little more sense, be a little easier to read, and look a little cooler if you kind of maybe break the line at the comma, or maybe break the line after the and. Remember a space there. Okay. So you use your best judgment. I'm gonna go with the comma. Remember, you're going for easy to read, easy to comprehend. It's all about just making this easy to read. Okay. I'm gonna get right on the edge of my safe line, and once again, I'm gonna set my timing the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna look at what it says. Pull one lace over the other and pull taut. I want to read that 1.5 times, so there's time to read it. Okay, let's check it out. Pull one lace over the other and pull taut. Pull one lace over the other. I read it 1.5 times and I hit pause as I was reading it. This is how long it needs to be. So I'm dragging my video clip out. I'm dragging my frame hold out. Let's test it. Pull one lace over the other and pull taut. Pull one lace over the other. Perfect. That's just perfect amount of time to be able to comprehend that. Okay. So we got the pause there. Can we put a fancy transition between this and the pause? Yeah, you can get fancy if you want. Let's check it out. Let's go to my effects. Let's go to my video transitions. You don't want to get too fancy though, because it really just gets distracting. You know, if you do something ridiculous like a page peel, right? It'll just be. It gets a little much. What can I say? It gets a little much. Maybe a wipe. Yeah. Again, it's really hard to avoid just letting it pause. Dissolves are great. Dissolves are like the tried and true transition. It's kind of like when you write a book and you say someone said, he said, she said. You can repeat said 1,000,000 times. No one ever seems to notice. So sweet. I lined up my transitions. Let's check it out. Actually, let's watch it from the beginning. Pull lace one over the other and pull taut. Now we transition out. Very nice. We're watching till the next step. So he creates one loop and twists the other lace around that loop. That's a hard one to articulate, but I'm going to do my best. Let's see here. Pulls one lace over the other and twists it around. You know what? At this point, I'll let you guys decide how you're going to articulate that. Okay? You're going to want to keep this interesting. You can always do things like adjusting colors, right? If you want to adjust your frame holds to be more fun, well, check it out. I can click just my frame hold clip. I can go to, I can open up, like, let's say, color effects. Check it out. I can go to color correction. I can throw Lumetri color is a fun one. I'm pop Lumetri Color on there. Now Lumetri Color will show up in my basic correction. Let's see here. I'm gonna make this a little more contrasty.
I'm gonna make it a little brighter. Nope, not too bright. Actually, I'll make it less contrasty, sorry. Take my highlights down, shadows up a little bit. Let's see here. I'm just creating basically a slightly different look for my frame holds.
So check it out. Let's see if that looks cool. And pause. See, that's just an option. And then we fade back into our video. Okay? If you want to repeat that effect, I can go over here. I can go, check it out. Right click, copy. And over here, right click, paste attributes. This will only paste the effects, not the actual clip. I'm going to paste nothing other than my color effect. Okay. Now check it out. And pause. Very cool. That's an optional thing to kind of keep it interesting and fun. Okay? I would recommend, I want you guys to add music to this. So add a simple beat using GarageBand, and that's it. Make sure you describe each and every step until the end, which there was really only about 2 more steps to describe. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.